Hello everybody, my name is Zen, coming from Essence of Zen. Today we're going to do a quick first look at an alpha IDE that's open source that is catered towards developing Google extensions. So let's go ahead and sudo up and look down the call stack. So the program in question is an open source IDE designed to create Chrome extensions. I found this, while researching Chrome extensions because I'm trying to start a project that's a little bit more difficult than I expected. Anyway, the project was developed and started by a user by the name of Xpum. I do not know if I'm pronouncing that correctly or not, but yeah, it's actually nice to look out. So if you want to find the project, you can go ahead and find it over at Codeplex. It is Xpom.codeplex.com. Now remember, this is just a first look as his current build is an alpha build. I believe it was developed in Visual Studios, as the source files are kind of scattered in various formats, so I'm just assuming, Visual Studios. But anyway, I've contacted Xpum. Again, apologies if I'm butchering the name. I'm hoping to get a response, hopefully within the next week or so. I'm not sure if this is the date they uploaded it or last edited, but regardless, you can see it's fairly fresh. And I'm actually inspired by the work ethics that this person put into the project, or this group. Still not sure about the developers themselves. But it still, has a long way to go, but it's actually fairly nice. Xpom. I don't know why Windows 8 decided to have a purple background for a purple icon. Now, first and foremost, I wanted to make sure you guys remember this is an open source alpha build. It's an alpha, which means it's not completed, it's nowhere near completion. There's going to be bugs, there are going to be, features not implemented yet. But again, I digress. Just remember, it's an alpha. So you're brought to this normal, face front, and it has your files, edit, search, project, run. It runs in browser without a debug. It has your help for documentation, sample libraries, the documentation for Chrome's extensions and extension samples. These two are actually very useful, because you can actually learn the standards and things about the extensions. If you're trying to build extensions, use it. But I digress. You have your new file or new project, open, save all, your cut, copy, paste, undo, redo, and then the run in browser without the debug. There's no debug option just yet. So I'm gonna go ahead and open up a one of the sample projects from Google's development page. So when you open up a project, you're pretty much catered to a normal browse for folder window. You have your, you can make new folder, you can find a project folder, you can cancel, you can resize, which is, I love to see when I can actually resize things. And I know it goes a long way, it's a very simple thing, but when you can resize a window, it just makes you feel nice, loved, and thought about. So we're gonna use the extension test 1, which is again the sample that's given at the developer.google.chrome extension, something like that. So when we open it up, we're brought to the project folder. As extension, the folder name. Then you have your icon, which is actually not opened in an actual image viewer. So hopefully they plan on having their own built-in image viewer. But then you have your important things, the manifest.json. And then you have the popup.html, then you have the popup.js. And these things are fairly color-coded correctly. There are a few things here and there that I think are missing for HTML rather. I would also like to see a ruler for number countings, being able to collapse certain sections like HTML to HTML should be collapsible, and then from head to, where's the other head? Right here should be collapsible, body to body. And then you notice, this is what I talked about, the color coding corrections and whatnot, that they're still a bit buggy on. You'll see that /HTML is highlighted in a tan brown. and the beginning of the header is not. So HTML, head, title, all of these are not color coded. And then you also have, and I think it has to do with the quotation marks, because you can see here an apostrophe begins to make all of this look like so and so, and it's minor tweaking, but they'll get there. It's alpha. But yeah, I think they got a good project going. I can't wait to see more from them. This is just a first look and first thoughts. Again, I really would love a coding line extension, well, not extension, what do they call it? Display to show, line 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, etc. Also have like a little information bar at the bottom to say, what column and what row you're currently on, number of characters in line, things like that. Those simple things. One thing that I also don't like is there's no right-click options for the right. So I cannot, if I wanted to delete one of these, I can't. You have your right click for the work area for undo, redo, cut, copy, paste, select all, and all that good stuff. But if I wanted to delete popup.js right now, I can't. Even on your keyboard, if I have highlighted popup.js, I press the delete key multiple times and nothing pops up. If you still want to use this in this alpha, what you have to do is go to, I believe, edit and then do delete. And that's what I don't really appreciate, but I mean, again, it's alpha. Cannot stress that enough. So guys, that's pretty much wraps up for this particular video. If you want to check out the program, by all means, it's open source. He has the source files up and ready to go. All you have to do is go to Xpom, xpum.codeplex.com. You go to source code, you can download it, and you can start messing with the source files and everything. And if you're ever curious about how complicated this thing is, I'm making sure it's on master. He doesn't have any other branches. Let's go for the build and release. Configuration files, browser integration, and you can fork it, clone it, download it, follow it, subscribe to it. Regardless of any measurements whatsoever, that's pretty much wraps it up for the video. My name is Ben Zen, coming from Essence of Zen. Like the video if you liked it, disliked it if you disliked it. If you disliked it, let us know why. Again, that is very important. I can't stress that enough. Subscribe if you want to see more. Feel free to have any questions or comments in the comment section below. Feel free to request a review, first look, spotlight, or just anything you want to recommend that we check out in the comments below. I will see you all in the next video, but until then, as always, take care.
March winds and April showers make way for sweet